Okay, guys, absolutely beyond belief. The Epstein Files will not be released. The FBI and the DOJ, run by Donald Trump, by the way, have released a statement saying there's no client list actually for Epstein. There's nothing to see here. No arrests will be made. He killed himself. We have 100% certainty of that. Everything else, nothing to see here. Case closed. That's the official position of the Trump administration. It is a beyond disgrace. And I don't think anyone buys it, to be honest with you. And the question is going to be, what are they hiding exactly? Because this is beyond disgraceful. I want to be very clear here. Kash Patel, the FBI director, and the deputy FBI director, Dan Bongino, for years were saying that the first thing they're going to do once they get into the FBI, they're going to release every single thing on the Epstein files. They're going to release everything. They're going to expose the corruption. It's going to be all about the truth. Then they get into office and they're squirmy about it. They don't say anything, and now their entire position has changed. What exactly is the reason behind that, guys? I don't know. I mean, maybe it's because they're covering it up for the president. I don't know. Oh, who it's is that outside the realm of possibility? Because this is beyond pathetic. I mean, Patel and Bongino, they've shot all of their credibility. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's beyond embarrassing. And just to be clear with Trump, I mean, they've asked Trump many times, what's the deal with Jeffrey Epstein? And they've asked him about the Kennedy files. He said, yeah, I'm going to release that. The Martin Luther King files, I'm going to release that. But whenever they ask him about Jeffrey Epstein, you know what he says? He says, oh, well, we got to see about that. He's always very squirmy on the Epstein issue. Even when Tucker asked him about it like a year ago, very squirmy about it. Of course, when Miss Maxwell was arrested originally, Trump said he wishes her well. What do you mean he wishes sex trafficker well? That's kind of strange. And of course, there's reports that they were actually really good friends for a long period of time. At the end of the video, I'm going to end it off with a clip of showing you Epstein from 2017 talking about his relationship with Donald Trump, saying he was actually a really good friend, his closest friend with him for 10 years. And again, maybe at minimum, I think it's pretty clear Trump knew what Epstein was doing. I think that's pretty obvious at a bare minimum if you're not just being completely biased. I mean, all the evidence kind of supports that. They knew each other for a very long time. And there's reports that they even knew each other up until 2017, 2018, before he was arrested. They were in contact, according to some reports. Now, let's get into Pam Bondi, by the way. What an absolute joke this is. Again, the reason why this is going to be such a big story, as it should be, and why they're clearly covering something up, is Pam Bondi made a comment a couple months ago on Fox News. The clip is there. You can see it. It's for the public to see, guys. Pam Bondi made a comment saying she has the Epstein client list on her desk and she's reviewing it. She said she has the client list on her desk of the people on Jeffrey Epstein's island. She was going to review it. And now the FBI is releasing tonight, oh, there is no client list. There actually never was one. So who's lying? What is going on here? What exactly is going on here? I mean, this is just beyond disgraceful. And this comes to the same time, guys. Of course, as I'm sure you guys know, a couple of weeks ago, Elon Musk dropped a bombshell saying, oh, yeah, no, Trump isn't the Epstein files. That's why it hasn't been released. But what a time this would be for Elon Musk to drop some information. If it's out there, now is the time, Elon. If you're listening to this, now is the time to drop all the information, saying he's in the Epstein files. And I'm going to tell you right now, Musk hasn't made a public comment as of this video. I'm sure by the time you're watching it, he will. He's made no comment about this. But let's be very, very clear here. Musk is going to use it to his advantage, especially with his new party now. He's going to say, you guys, you got played again. You got played again. You got to come support the America Party. And is it going to work with most of the MAGA base? Probably not. But is it going to get enough people where maybe they turn against Trump? Maybe. Again, it's just tough to tell. But so many people out there have said one of the reasons why they supported Trump was because of the Epstein files. And now it's very clear that there's a cover-up going on, or they're not getting what they wanted. It's going to be interesting to see if people actually turn. I mean, it's just beyond disgraceful. And again, the reason why this is such a disgrace for the administration, is there a possibility Epstein killed himself? Maybe. But I mean, I tend to think no. I think he definitely did not kill himself. I think it's pretty obvious. But okay, if you want to say that, maybe. But the people who are in charge of the FBI right now, they're the ones who said that he 100% did not do that. He did not do that. So, and then when you come into power and say, oh, there's nothing to see here, case closed, why are you asking questions? We got to protect everyone involved. I mean, obviously it's going to raise questions. It's going to raise questions. I think it's a disgrace. And then you have the people with the binders outside the White House putting on a show as if you're actually going to release the Epstein files. What was that about? All those people completely debase themselves. And you have a bunch of comments, guys, from a lot of just Republican, full-blown propagandists. I mean, if you look at what they're saying, I was looking today, some of these accounts, you had Charlie Kirk, for example, make a comment a couple months ago saying phase 1 of the Epstein Files is being released right now. And now he's saying, oh, there's nothing to see here. Jack Posobiec, who is one of the MAGA influencers at the White House, said just got an Epstein binder February 27th, 2025. And now he's saying, I want answers on Epstein, as many as possible, not press releases answers. Or maybe you shouldn't have been involved in a total propaganda tour by the White House. I mean, it is such a joke that this is happening. And if people aren't waking up to the fact that this is just more BS, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, this is really indefensible from the administration here. Beyond embarrassing, it's a joke. And the question arises, is there a cover-up going on? I don't know. I mean, again, Epstein and Trump were friends, at least at some point. That is pretty much a fact. That is pretty much a fact. They were in communication with each other. That was a fact. So I don't know, guys. I think it's very fishy to say the least. Let me know what you guys think about this. Agree with me, disagree with me. Let me know in the comment section. Make sure to like and subscribe. It's super good for the algorithm. My Patreon link is down below as well if you want to support the channel in that way. And here's a clip of Epstein talking about his relationship with Trump. And I'll leave you off with that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later. Here's a clip. Good night, guys.
So he tells everybody what they want to hear.
So how do you know this?
That was supposed to straight.
He has a sense of humor. He can be funny.
He's right. His ability to sell. It's very much like Clinton. Both Bill and Donald have the ability to go to a fat, ugly woman, say, you are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
So you probably know he had a scalp reduction.